Thanks for coming in. Congratulations, guys. You guys fired up or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We have Dave Bergman with us, Alex Baker, and Tony Nihas. Okay, they are going to compete in the DraftKings Football World Championship right down here in Miami, Lowe's Hotel, $2.5 million. These guys are all part of a web series called Chasing the GOAT. More exciting, having a web series made after the three of you or winning $2.5 million. Tony, go ahead.
As far as the events we got to do, probably the actual series.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, we were on a yacht. We're coming to Miami a couple of times. They're bringing the film crew to our hometowns, our families. As far as that, I think it's cooler. But obviously, if you have to choose, you're going to choose the $2.5 million.
Tony, you could buy a yacht with $2.5 million. You're way too friendly for three guys who are vying for $2.5 million. Way too friendly.
You know, there's friendly competition. We keep our own wits about everything, but of course we like to have fun with each other as well.
It's early in the week too, though. It might be a little, yeah. I mean, once we get closer to
yourselves.
once we get closer to Sunday, the fun might go away.
All right, let's start with Dave. Dave, give us your nickname, give us your credentials, tell us how you got here, give us your story.
So, screen name is The Whistles Go Woo, and I won the championship last year. Actually,
hold on, The Whistles Go what?
Woo!
Excellent. Alex Baker, give us your credentials, how you got here.
Yeah, Alex, I go by Osimo on DraftKings, and
okay.
I kind of got into it because I knew you could put down 25 and win $1 million.
Right.
The only problem is I played a lot of daily fantasy. I've never won $1 million, but why not break the seal with 2.5 million?
They call you the GOAT, don't they?
Yeah, that's the funny thing is,
but you've never won a major.
You can do pretty
You're
well.
You're the Karl Malone of daily fantasy. I mean, win something, man. Tony Nihas. Am I saying your name correctly?
Correct. Yes, Tony Nihas.
You're my man because I was reading up about you beforehand. These guys apply analytics, they study, they do all this research. You go with your gut, okay? And that is my kind of guy. So tell us how you got it. You got here last week, right? You qualified last week?
Yeah, it was a little rough start to the year. Didn't get a seat for a while. Locked one up last week. And I've been to a bunch of these, so I need to get over the hump as well. I mean, we got to take the champ down, the defending champ. So.
Right. Okay. Do you guys have like individual strategies?
That every slate is different, and you really have to have a different strategy every time. So, sometime midweek or late week, probably after Friday practice, so you know the guys that are actually going to play, you start to actually look at specific people you target and then build around them. And, sometimes you think about a particular game and you say, I think this game will go that way, and then build the analytics to suit that particular outcome for a game. But yeah, it's a mix.
But
I'm much more of a field player than these guys for sure, like you said.
So you don't apply any analytics whatsoever, right?
I mean, it's to a point for sure. Like I'm still going to look at projections, look at stuff like that, but I'm not going to run thousands of sims and different things like these guys are going to do. I guarantee I watch more games than probably anyone. Much more of a field player.
Go to Alex. Alex, what's your strategy? I should call you Karl Malone. I'm not going to do that.
I like that. No, keep calling him Karl Malone.
Or Stockton. Go ahead. You're the best player to never win a major. Okay? Go ahead. What's your strategy?
Thanks, man. I always appreciate a good backhanded compliment. But here's the thing is going into a football weekend, like everyone knows who the guys that are most likely to succeed are.
Right.
So I'm really trying to play the players. Like I know like Whistles Go Woo and Big T, maybe like everyone's going to be on certain guys. So I'm not going with the guys that are most likely to succeed on a given day.
You're trying to find the gems, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're that guy.
I'm trying to find that guy that it's like, oh, dang, Ben Roethlisberger threw for 400, and then you're like, Osimo had him.
That's what we're all looking for, right? Like, Tony, that's what we're all looking for. That guy who no one knows he's going to have a big game. I mean, the three of you probably get off on that is a bad term. Sorry, phrasing, terrible. But that has to feel good. Finding the guy that no one else thinks is going to have a big Sunday afternoon, right?
That's the best feeling in the world, like Osimo said.
It's better than winning almost.
I mean, I was touting Jakeem Grant is the best play, 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Nothing better than that when you find a gem like that.
Where do you spend? So you get a salary, right? And you have a team salary. Where are you looking for value? Like, what position are you finding the most value in?
Well, it really depends from week to week. Like with COVID, like if a certain running back is out, like Dalvin Cook, then Alexander Madison could be like the lock of the century.
Right.
Wide receiver, there's generally a lot of like low price guys that could go off and break the slate any given week. I mean, we see it all the time.
Tony?
Yeah, I mean, it depends week to week. I mean, I would say in general, it'd be receiver just because,
There's so many.
yeah, there's so many, and it takes one play with a receiver. I mean, running back too, but receiver, one deep ball and a touchdown is huge.
The running backs are super important, right? Michelle, if Henderson's out, for example, he was on my roster also. Like, you need to pick that guy also, right?
Like Sony Michelle won people games, right? A lot of people's games.
Yeah,
just
he was
spread.
on my lineup. Minshew was on my lineup. So you have to just find the person that is in because they set the salaries before you knew what the starting lineups were, right? And I think that affects things a lot, because you get a starter for cheap.
Where's a place you think you have to spend money? Like you can't skimp on that position. Am I asking too much? Like, are you guys giving away?
That's okay. I mean, I generally go a bit higher on tight ends as far as because they're not, a mid range to a low end tight end. It's gonna be really hard to find value. I think that. But I don't know what you guys think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I agree. And people punt tight end a lot where they'll play a cheap one. I mean, myself included, will play cheap ones here and there. If they get 0 and Kelsey, Kittle got 40 the last couple of weeks. If you got 0 at tight end and he's getting 40, I don't care who's on the rest of your team. You're going to have a very tough time catching up.
Dave, why am I told you'll eat anything put in front of you? Like,
Because I will, pretty much.
can you define anything though? Like,
No,
would you say you'll
there's
eat
limits,
anything?
right? I mean, like, I don't know if I'd eat like a human testicle or something crazy like this, but like I would eat a lot of things. You know what I mean?
If I told you had to eat one of Tony's testicles, okay, to win the $2.5 million.
Wow, now you're getting interesting with the $2.5 million.
Well, Tony, I know you would eat all the testicles in this room for $2.5
million. I would definitely probably eat a testicle. You would definitely eat a testicle for $2.5 million.
Yeah, I would do
guarantee
it. There's
you
no
would.
question. Yeah.
Would you eat 2?
Oh, you would for sure.
Probably.
Would you eat 4?
I don't know. It's a limit, yeah.
My price is 2.5 per testicle.
Congratulations on all your success on the series, chasing the GOAT, and good luck this weekend, man.
Thanks for having us on.
Yep,
All
thanks
right.
for having us.
Okay, I'm picking your quarterback.